Could even try doing it in a Munchkin voice. We all rely on the wizard. The wonderful wizard I've got.
And hello and welcome everyone to Game of Tomes Season 2. This is the pre-launch stream where we are going to go over the rules, talk about some rule changes, and welcome everyone to the competition. So if you're just tuning in and you haven't been to a Game of Tomes stream before, my name is Sable Aradia. I am the leader of House Lapin and one of the organizers of the event. I am joined with several of my compatriots here. To my immediate left, we have Kahuna the Elder. He is the leader of House Tiki, which is a new major house for this competition. On my right, we have veteran major house leader Siobhan the Writer, leader of House Chiroptera. To my bottom left here, we have Barbarossa Sparklebeard, dedicated member of House Chiroptera as well. To direct beneath me, I have Coffee Quills, leader of House Mollusca. To my bottom right, we have Eli Quake, leader of Minor House Incendium. And last but not least, on directly below me on the very bottom, we have Darth Nicholas, leader of the Closet Forge, leader of House Mellies. So, yay!
Hello.
Yay!
Yay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for the raid earlier, Kahuna. I'm sorry I wasn't live when you went on, but...
No worries.
And
Can't keep up the serious look.
that's right. And thank you to That Stormy Geek for the raid as well. All right, so where do we want to start, guys? What is the game of
Oh,
tomes?
so much.
Fun.
Yes.
It's fun. Yes, I really do like it.
Motivating.
It motivates me to actually do homework before it's due.
Yeah, Nikki is hidden by a few good elves on
Okay,
this stream.
moved. Sorry. This was like, oh shit, I'm late. Gotta put everything up. Ah! Because I was still adding music to the tracks at the last minute. I decided, you know, hey, I really can't afford to have my typical music player up because this is a high video stream, and when that happens, it tends to bork my stream. Everyone last year will remember the elimination streams constantly going down about halfway through.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Every time.
Wow,
As
32
usual.
viewers, guys. That's awesome.
Oh,
Woohoo!
wow.
Yay.
Hello, everyone.
It was
Hey,
strong.
Radia. How's
All
it
right.
going, Billy?
So, say hello to everyone. Hello, Games GM. Hello, Dragon Magpie. Hello, Melody Relity. My special thanks to Melody Relity. She put together a PowerPoint presentation to explain the rules, which we are going to be displaying as the TLDR
Nice.
version. So, this is awesome. Hello, James Lapid.
Oh,
for
right idea,
life.
Mooncloud.
Yeah, hello, Dazzlecat. Hello, Cayetan Wrights.
AJ's here. I
Hello,
haven't seen him in a
Monad
while.
Datum. Yeah, no
Hey.
doubt, eh? Cayetan was away for a while, but he's back now. We missed him. Let's see, who else we got? Natalia is here. Yay. Hello, Natalia. Masadi's is
AJ.
here. Misa, good to see you. Misa is the leader of House Felis, one of the minor houses. Let's see, anybody else I haven't said hello to yet? Well, that Stormy Geek I said hello to when I thanked him for the raid.
Well, Delian's here.
Jillian's here. Awesome. Hi. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yay.
Hey, Kit.
Annabelle Wrights was here, but she had to go because her boss showed up. Boo.
Oh. Boo.
Guinevere is here. Pride Ascending is here. Pride Ascending is tends to run really long sprint lobby streams to fill in gaps during Game of Tomes events, for which we are endlessly grateful, because as you'll see, if you're unfamiliar with the rules, it's very important to try to have, if we can get it, 24/7 streaming, right? So we
Yep.
try to do that, and he makes it possible. So, bonus.
Yay, Annabelle's back.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Hello, Mooncloud.
Kit Toy Poy's here.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Kit. Good to see you. Yay! Kit is one of the loyal Lapin House regulars, so I always appreciate him.
Thanks, Mom.
AJ
You're welcome.
Auditor is here. Hello. Good to see you.
The Guinevere, but they're not so active, but they're hiding in there.
The right idea is
Yep.
here. Did I say hi to Guinevere? I did. I said hi to Guinevere.
Yep.
Hello,
Did
Guinevere.
you? I missed it.
That's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. We're all kind of babbling. I tend to babble at the beginning of these, obviously, because I'm excited. I'll settle down. Right.
I tried
Hello,
to look
Lord
all serious,
Galcroft.
but then I got the giggles real bad.
That's a house trait, though. That's a house trait, Sable. The
Yes.
Exactly.
social bunnies.
Sociable, distractible.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sociable, distractible, adaptable.
Yeah.
Considering that you won last year.
I did not. House Mollusca won last year's
Yeah.
war.
Oh, that's right.
And then in the tourneys, we had 2 Tourney of Tales events, which are toned down versions that we do during the camp nano months. House Millies won the first one, and House Lapin won the second one. So
continually believe that you won last year, surely because my internet went down when you were doing the count and you did House Lappin and then Mollusca, but then my internet died, so I'm just like, Lappin, yay! And then it just.
yeah, fair
So I
enough.
continually think you won.
Except for one problem. House Lappin died in the last elimination.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I
But-
was Sable Bright Eyes, the queen who knelt, because of the major house leaders, when their houses fell, I was the only one that did not get drafted into the Undead Horde and lived to bend the knee to another house.
Yep.
I was the
Proves
dude
that
who
she was
who actually
adaptable.
actively tried to join and failed, especially, which is super weird because you guys don't know this, but there was a time where I had to get re-rolled 4 times and won them all.
Yeah.
I actively tried to join the Undead Horde and failed.
All right. So Dino's gonna win this year. Dino's got a shot. It's anybody's game. That's one thing, that the fact that we've had 3 different winners on 3 different occasions, that's what that
Yeah.
tells me. The rules are fair. And that's good.
Don't count out the tikis.
Not at
Hey.
all.
Tiki could do it. Tiki
Oh,
could
hey.
do it.
Tiki's
Oh,
right
yeah.
like demons, and they have the support of House Incendium for the first round, I believe.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Nice.
So, I'm a little nervous because House Lapin typically makes about half of their word counts from their bannermen, and we have no bannermen for the first week. So
I'm also kind of worried about Corruptora because of recent events, but
never fear.
Sweetie.
Oh!
You got your
She has her hands back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fire
I'm not.
with tiki
I'm still.
totally makes
I'm
sense. I
still
like that.
worried, but less so. To be
I mean,
fair, I actually have a big announcement. I have to write a 7-page book report in November.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yay.
That'll help.
Dragon Magpie says, do we still only have 3 people, Daz? I don't know what the membership of Sauropoda is currently, but we shall see. Masadi says, fire with Tiki. Totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Right Idea says, I'm down for rewriting my novel so I can bash out a few thousand. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. What are you guys working on? Okay, first of all, let's start with, we've been babbling because we're all very excited. We had so much fun at this last year and in the tourney events, but essentially, the Game of Tomes is a competition for writers that takes place in conjunction with, but independent of, National Novel Writing Month. If you do not know what National Novel Writing Month is, you can check them out at NaNoWriMo, that's W-R-I, right, NaNoWriMo.org, right? It's a marathon for writers where you are challenged to write a 50,000-word novel in a month. Now, last year we obeyed the Nano rules strictly. This year we are going to be making some changes. One of those changes is that we will accept Nano Rebels, editing, translation, and basically any form of writing will be accepted as long as it is creative. Right? So that is how you may earn points. How it works in the Game of Tomes, let's do the PowerPoint and then we can explain it. I'm going to put up just a blank.
Do a good L's reference for those of you who don't know.
Yes, and Sparkle just wanted the chat crew.
On and off.
Yeah.
Oh, we appear to be paused on stream.
Yep.
Yeah, that would
Yep.
be because I'm not currently clicked on the window. I have to
Oh,
actively
okay.
be clicked on the window for the video
Okay,
to be.
audio is good.
But I did that so that people could see us A and that people could hear us B. So we should all be audible. Yeah, this was my recording stuff layout, and I don't typically have audio sources active. I'll remove them later. So, all right, let's see here. Making sure everybody can see everything. I'm going to make us smaller in the corner. We're going to be
I think
teeny
we're good.
weeny. So we don't
Do we
cover
have
up
all the
anything.
keys?
Here we go. Game of Tomes. We are going to present. All right. Game of Tomes, a presentation by Melody Relody. General overview. Game of Tomes, which is often abbreviated as GOT or GOT, we'll sometimes say that, right, is a word count game based or played on Twitch, which encourages and supports players to write every day. It is loosely based on Game of Thrones, wherein warring houses battle each other, disregarding the ongoing evil of the undead horde.
Sable,
I
it is
think
slightly
we
off
have-
center. You might
Slightly
want to
off
recenter
recenter
center?
it.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yep.
just a second. I have to escape from the presentation in order to fix that. 1 minute.
This is why you keep us around. We get to tell you and help out.
Okay,
Yep.
yes, this is true. Okay.
I was gonna bring it up, but I didn't. I didn't
Well,
want
it's
to interrupt.
readable though, right? So
Yeah, it's readable there.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no kind. Okay, never mind. Then I will.
I say
what's
kind
that?
of because you could make out it for the most part, but like the first letter of each sentence was cut off.
Oh well, that's no good. Okay, just a second
Yeah.
here. I will do
Excuse me.
this. Okay, that's my whole window now. Apparently, no. What are you doing? Okay.
I gotta ask Eli how they got animated GIF for icon.
Nitro.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have that.
I don't either.
I do.
Obviously.
Okay, I think that's the whole window now. So
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
we're good.
we will continue.
Continue.
All right, I got to start general overview over. All right.
Thank you, that Stormy Geek, and the right idea, and I believe
Nope, still
Melody
doesn't.
Melody for
Yeah, let me
Hmm.
see.
slightly off
Yeah,
center.
it's better though. It is better.
It is a lot
Yeah.
better.
Well, I'm just gonna have to make the window smaller because otherwise I'm not gonna fit. Okay, let's try that.
It would not be a stream without technical issues.
It's
Wherever
the
it's
No, it
at.
text
really
right there.
Mood.
Okay, I'm now gonna wait till this appears on my monitor.
I think it's just presentation mode. I think presentation mode's broken.
Yeah, presentation mode seems to be broken.
I may not have the full window extended on the left-hand side. Let me see if I do. Because
Yeah, a lot of-
oh, I don't. Aha. Okay, there we go. That should do her now. Let's.
Okay, yeah, that
Here.
explains a lot of it.
Like I said, I made the window smaller. This is my recording stuff layout, right? Okay. So, general overview.
There we go. Now it's centered.
We have fixed it, everyone.
Yay!
Game of Tomes, GOT, is a word count game played on Twitch which encourages and supports players to write every day.
Gotta get your got.
Yep. It is loosely based on Game of Thrones, wherein warring houses battle each other, disregarding the ongoing evil of the undead horde. Players align themselves with a house. The house with the least amount of words is eliminated.
Oh no!
That happens once every 5 days, by the way, because there are 6 major houses. During the elimination, 2/3 of the house members must align with a new house. A random 1/3 of members will join the undead horde. That is drafted randomly. We find out who was all in the undead horde or who was all in the defeated house at the time, and we put your names in a random name selector. And if your name is selected, you're dead.
Just as long as we don't get the commercials this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the commercials.
Yeah.
You have to admit, they worked perfectly to increase the mood of tension.
It did do
I'm
that.
sponsored by
True.
Wendy.
Especially when they came up with the next eliminated.
Yeah, those of you who weren't here last year, we were using a free name selector thing, and I clicked the wrong button. And when I was like, "All right," and the zombie is, and it was a commercial. There's clips on YouTube or on Twitch. You can find. It was great.
I think there's a clip of that still.
There is.
Yep.
There totally is. Yeah.
And the zombie this week is Wendy's?
Yeah. Exactly. It was good. It was so good. Okay. 1/3 of the defeated houses, this is a rule change. 1/3 of the defeated houses' total word count will also be given to the Horde. We
Dun,
thought
dun,
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun.
I don't know if this is a bad idea or not. It could make it really, really hard for the living to win. But last year, the margin between the winning house and the undead horde was not as close as I thought it should be, right? So this is our experiment this year. The horde should be able to win.
But I felt like last year, this could just be me, but I noticed that like as we got more houses, I think a lot of people just kind of dropped out, thinking, oh, I'm undead, I don't have to participate. Because it felt like their word count was not growing by the amounts that it really should have been.
That's really true, and I think that's unfortunate because it's fun to be part of the undead horde. It doesn't mean you stop writing. It means that your words now count for the undead horde. And hey, you should want to kill all the living and get your revenge, right?
I stopped writing for good. Now I write for evil.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm actually like I don't want my house to fall, but I also kind of want to be undead.
Oh, I mean that was just it. My house fell during the third elimination, and after that, it was just so much fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Because then you get to screw over other people.
One of the reasons why we're careful as to who we pick as the Night Monarch is because we know they need to make it fun for everybody else, and they need to enjoy being a villain. So please don't stop playing if you're drafted into the Horde. The other thing is that a bunch of people joined in as the contest progressed. Like, people didn't start at the beginning, but they went, this is cool, I want to get involved, and, second or third week, they joined in.
I feel like that might not be such a big thing this year just because, it's the first one, so word is already kind of spread about it, so I don't think we're going to get the huge influx like we did last year. We might, who knows, but I think we kind of got our lines drawn right now. There will be changes, but you never know.
This year I was able to advertise a little bit in the nano servers, so we might. You never know. And Darth was going to say something.
I totally forgot what it was. All good.
Okay. All right. So, moving on. Eliminations continue. Eliminations continue until one house is left to battle it out with the undead horde. Living versus the dead in the final 5 days. Who will be victorious?
Annabelle brought up a good question. Do we know how many people were involved last year?
135. That is how many people participated last year, and it grew over the course of the tourneys. I think there was something like 160 in the second tourney.
And we should remember that, Game of Tomes didn't start off with, a lot of people. I think it started off with, 30, 40 people, and we ended with, 100 more. So it was an immense growth. I even hopped in, and I was like, I don't want to do none of this writing BS. And then I'm at the end, I want to write books now.
And that's the goal. That's the goal. We want to encourage you to write. We want to make it fun. We want to gamify it. That's the point. So that's great. And I'm glad I worked on you. And that's very cool.
Offer the semblance of a real reward, because to walk away with bragging rights is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay.
I mean, we had so many people complete Nano who had never done it before either.
That's true.
Man, that first and second week where we just suddenly had people dropping in I've already done 50,000 words. That blew my mind. You did that in the first week?
I
think Quesalia was one of them.
Chris Chris got their 50,000 on day 5. I got 50,000 on day 4.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and Coffee got theirs when? Sometime during
Like right after Siobhan, I think.
Yeah, right after.
So
Day
just
6, I
imagine
think,
that
was coffee.
in the first week we had 3 people write 50,000 words. We broke about 2 million words by the end of it, didn't we?
We did. And that total will be displayed as one of our recap videos, as a matter of fact. There were 5 people who wrote at least 2 NaNoWriMo's worth of words. It was awesome.
So let's see if we can get that doubled this year.
You bet.
And
My
2 who
hand is
did
already
3.
telling me not to do that again.
Yes, don't exhaust yourself.
The burnout
Pace
is real.
yourself,
Take care
guys.
of yourself.
Pace yourselves.
The burnout is real.
It
Talking to
is.
from a university student, the burnout is real.
It is.
Yep.
Okay, now if you're just joining us and you don't know how to do this, how to report your words, this is how it's done. So this is the relevant part for participants. As you can see, Melody has animated the process over here on the sidebar, which will run as we explain how it goes. How to play. To play, a participant decides what house they would like to join and then redeems a channel point reward for that house. You don't have to register in advance if you're just participating. Just decide which house you're supporting, choose that channel point reward. That's simple. Right?
That'll be Tiki.
No.
Lappin.
Croptra.
Of course.
Incendium.
Come join the bunnies. It's warm. Okay.
We have
a beach.
Yeah, the channel point reward allows players to submit a word count as demonstrated. You will, I'll wait for the animation to finish here and I'll start where it starts, but when you click on the little channel point reward thing that's underneath the chat box, mine it's a treasure chest and other people's different things, you'll see that, right, set up with whatever the different house rewards are. You click the one you want to support. You type in your number of words in the dialog box that appears, hit enter, there, it appears. Now it's been counted, right? Okay. A player indicates their house during their first channel point submission. There is no need to register your desired house ahead of time. It's worth noting that if you just joined us for the tourneys and you haven't played the war in November yet, one difference of rule is that you are allowed to change houses.
Yeah.
If you are an individual, you can do that as many times as you want. You can do it in the same stream if you like, right? It does make it somewhat difficult for us to count in some cases if you do it too often, but we do it. And the thing is that whatever the last house was that you redeemed a channel point reward for before the elimination point cutoff, that's what house you're counted as being a member of. So if they fall, you fall too.
So you gotta be careful if you're gonna be doing a lot of house jumping. You gotta remember where you stood last.
The people who did a lot of house jumping were far more likely to end up in the horde, by the way, by like 3 or 4 times.
Ask Daz all about that.
Yep.
Mercenaries
On the
and
other hand,
merchants
Gala.
beware.
Yep.
Gala kept house jumping.
Well,
and
he kept having to.
the horde.
That wasn't his fault. And he had to do that because he kept running away for the zombies because the houses he chose got defeated. He was loyal to that house during that elimination period, though.
I wasn't. I just hopped around hoping to get eliminated and still messed it up somehow. I still don't know how I survived
my house. He started off in my house, went, I'm going to go somewhere else, and then ended up running from the horde several times.
Well, yeah, because he went to Melee's. They fell. He came to Croptra.
Yep.
We fell. He went to Lappin.
Yep.
We fell.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, 2 weeks later. Or two elimination periods. They're not really weeks. They're 5-day elimination periods. But yes, 2 elimination periods later, we fell, and then he ended up in Mollusca with the rest of us and actually survived. He never was actually part of the undead horde. So.
Actually, that's not true. Gala did go to Avis, and then they fell.
Yep.
That's right.
Gala was in every house except for Apis.
I was kind of in the same boat where I was just like every time I survived, it's like I guess I'll live then.
If a player chooses a minor house, they select the minor house reward and include their word count and house name. Example: 300 Felis. Right. The minor house reward will be after all the major house rewards. in the listing unless you are in the stream of the minor house leader. For example, if you were in Eli's stream, Eli is the leader of House Incendium. House Incendium's reward option will appear first. If you're in the house leader stream, regardless of whether it's a major or minor house, that one will appear first. Right? But they're all available in all the streams, so you don't have to be in a particular house leader's stream in order to redeem points for that house. That option is available in any Game of Tomes stream. Right? Obviously, if you're in Eli's stream and you're redeeming for Incendium and you use the Incendium reward option, you don't have to say Incendium, right, as part of that. You could just type 300, right, if 300 words is what you got. But in the minor house reward, which covers all the minor houses in other streams, that you would have to type the house name. Otherwise, we don't know who to give the points to.
And the points are what matter, people, because the points are words.
That's it. Each word is a point. Rules. All word counts submitted must be words which have been written on stream. I have had a bunch of people over the course of the events say, hey, I'm going to be nowhere near a computer on the weekend because I have to go do whatever. Can I redeem my house points when I get back? No, you cannot. You must be in a stream. You must redeem it in the stream it's written in, right? Mm-hmm. We have to do that to prevent the possibility or appearance of cheating. We've already had an issue where there were questions. We need to be sure, right? So
this is why we're trying to also maintain that 24-hour coverage, so that way you can always catch a stream, you can always be submitting words, and that's what's important.
You know what I've done is I've sat in my car with the chat only option going on the stream that I was writing in and tap-tapping the words on another program on my phone, then come back to the Twitch stream to redeem the words. Right.
I'm lucky. I actually have a Galaxy tablet that I can carry around and I always take notes on. And because as a college student, notes count as words.
This is true.
If you are listening to a stream, which is, don't do that in class, kids.
Yeah, you must submit your words before the end of a stream and not wait for the next stream to start. Right? If you do forget to submit your words, please speak to an organizer. Some people like to write steadily and put the streams on in the background and don't really pay attention, but you have to, right? And that also is to prevent the appearance of cheating, right? Yeah. So a lot of streamers will now do various alert systems to let you know that the stream is about to end, right? No cheating, obviously. Right? If you're cheating, you're probably taking the games far too seriously. It's all about having fun. You get nothing, by the way, for winning or losing. There is no reward for success and no penalty for failure. It's all bragging rights.
Honestly, the only reward for this is you get the words you need. For the book you're writing, the novella you're writing, the homework you have to do, the coding you have to do, whatever you need to be doing, that is your reward. Having a community to do it with, and just getting it done.
And getting cheered on when you do.
Yeah, no reason to cheat on this.
And yes, Sparkles, I'm going to look forward to seeing your book come.
Yes. All right, this is how you calculate your word count. If you are writing, as in original draft writing, we count it word for word. You write 300 words, you claim 300 words. If you're doing light editing, right, which is things like your minor typos, rephrasing, stuff like that, they can be counted one of two ways. It can either be counted at a rate of 15 words per 1 minute of editing time spent, or at 1/3 the total number of words edited, right? Because you go through that faster than you do a draft. Right, so that's our way of balancing. But also representing time. Sometimes you'll spend 2 hours staring at the screen and change 3 words. Those 2 hours should count, right?
I'm in this sentence and I don't like it.
Yeah.
we're all in this sentence and we all don't like it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you guys are writers. I'm a history student. So, like, when it comes to homework, I'll be sitting there for 3 hours like, what was this event again?
There you go.
June days.
Heavy editing. Heavy edits, rewriting, developmental editing, etc. is counted at a rate of 30 words per 1 minute of editing time spent, or at 1/2 the total number of words edited. That takes more time. We take that into account. Translation or coding are treated basically as heavy editing.
Well, that's changed.
Has coding changed?
Last year. I thought it was light editing last year.
We
Was
were
it light editing?
talking about it earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm making sure that I'm straight on this because, yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think coding does make sense more as heavy editing. That's a long, slog to go through, and translation as well. As someone who has to study Spanish, translation is a slog.
Oh, it's so much of a slog.
Well, and on top of it, coding is one of those things where you make a change, you have to check to make sure you haven't destroyed anything, and that it's actually working. And then, oh, no, it's not working. I have to go back and work on exactly the same thing again. And you may have to do that iteration 4, 5, 6, 7 times just to get one thing working. So coding really gets...
Yeah, because you missed a /P somewhere. Yeah.
The ultimate...
Yep.
A comma instead of a period.
The ultimate problem with coding. It's working. Why? And
Why?
It's not working. Why?
Yeah.
Wait, why did that work when it didn't work a minute ago and I haven't changed anything? Wait.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the most terrifying thing.
Elimination streams. Okay, so this just says there will announce when, where the elimination streams are happening, because what we're trying to do is get an official Game of Tomes Twitch channel going for the purpose of doing things like these launch streams or the elimination streams. Unfortunately, I have yet to figure out how to stream to a different account, and furthermore, we're not affiliates yet. So we may not be able to do this year. We might have to stick with this channel this year, but the intention is to move it, and probably we will do that for April so that you will always be able to find it. If you would like to follow the channel, and I'll type it into the chat when the presentation's done because it takes up my full screen. I can't do anything else while I'm doing the presentation here, right? It is twitch.tv/game_of_tomes. Right? The more people who follow, the faster we can get to affiliate. We have 11 followers right now, right? And we are going to move the official streams there at some point. So.
Well, the other thing too is we can have people lurking in other streams while watching that one for the eliminations to get their words into a stream.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
If someone starts up a writing lobby.
We have to be an affiliate to do a lot of things we want to do, like replay previous videos, or keep the VODs as long as we need to, or count words, right? So because you have to have channel point options. So that's, we got to get to affiliate before we can get to affiliate. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Probably between now and April, we'll do other things with the channel, like writing tutorials or advice on how to, increase your word count, or, shit like that, right? So.
Well, here's the thing. The Game of Tomes doesn't start for 11 days. You only need 3 viewers and 8 hours of streaming in 7 different days. We could do that in 2 days if we have people watching it.
That's true, but let's see if we can figure out how to stream to another account, which I still haven't done. I've asked Stream Elements how I do that, but I don't know yet.
Also, completely unrelated, but I would love to see the Game of Tomes thing being used for interviews. Interview writer Greg or even Kahuna, and getting their writing process down, and especially in the month going up to NaNoWriMo, we have a Nano Prep month for Game of Tomes streams.
We could do that.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Good thinking, Barbarossa. So anyway, you want to follow the channel. It's important.
Yeah.
We're going to move there, okay?
You want to follow, you want to subscribe, you want to hit that like button.
All that stuff, yeah. During elimination streams, the current word counts for each house shall be announced. The major house with the lowest word count will be eliminated. During elimination, again, 2/3 of the house members, including any lesser houses associated, must flee and join another house. The other third of the members become part of the undead horde. Additionally, 1/3 of the eliminated house's word count total shall go to the horde.
They die, they rise.
The elimination process. This slide was sponsored by House Felis. This is a wonderful diagram. I love this so much. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
The eliminated house divides up. 1/3 goes one way, 2/3 go the other way. And that's the end result. 1/3 becomes zombies. The others join a new house.
I love that melody.
Amazing. I just love
Zombie
it.
kittens.
Aren't they cute?
Yes.
Zittens?
Zittens.
Zittens.
Yes. So there we go. That's how it works, guys. I just
I really
love
think that's gonna.
that diagram.
I really think the 1/3 word count is also going to incentivize like all people in the living houses to kind of amp up their game, because if something like Nathalia writes and Chrysalia's house goes down, where they have written like 2 or 3 nanos, and 1/3 of that is going over to the undead horde, they already have
Yeah.
1/3 of a nano on their belt. You're already 15,000 words behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, gang. Yep. Now presenting the major houses of Game of Tomes for November 2021.
I have a ball of energy there. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
okay.
I've had
Lay
a
off the
pot of
caffeine.
coffee.
House Lappin is creative, friendly, and ubiquitous, but they often get intimidated by large creatures and tasks. Sometimes they spend so much time socializing that they forget to concentrate on the work at hand. They are masters of procrastination. These descriptions are provided to give you reasons to join particular houses. You can join houses for whatever reason you want. Maybe you like the person in charge. Maybe it's a convenient time zone for you that they write at. Maybe you have a thing about bunnies, right? Maybe you liked Watership Down. Maybe this describes you as a writer. So,
And,
Yes.
okay, and Bell Dandy, if you miss a stream, there will be a VOD, and people will let you know.
that's true.
Yes, that too.
Unlike Coffee, who goes, James, you're dead.
No. Coffee goes, didn't you die?
And
I think that's a
sometimes they
clip on
did, and
mine, too.
sometimes they didn't.
They didn't.
That was
Check your
good.
pulse. I think you're dead.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We publish a list of the current members of the undead. We as an article on the website, so you can look it up. And by tradition, you're given a different name by the Night Monarchs that resembles your name but isn't exactly, right? So
Also,
Yep.
with
Dazzle
all the,
Corpse.
I was gonna say, also with all the new World Anvil updates, we could do a discussion board and blog post this time.
now
That's
that's a
true.
fine idea that we should implement. See, this is why we keep you around, Barbarossa. You're the idea guy.
I'm the social media guy, even though I don't use it.
That's awesome. I'm
That's
totally going to
true.
do that. We'll start a discussion board. That's a good plan.
Yep.
Okay, House Lappin is
Updated
led
by the
by
week.
yours truly. I am the mother of bunnies, the chief rabbit, Sable Bright Eyes. I am the queen of bunnies. So if you want to join that house, then I will support you.
Yeah, no, Melody, you don't get to choose your zombie name.
Nope. It is
The Night
assigned.
Monarch assigns it to you.
You can ask, but they assign it.
Yep.
This year, our new major house, they've been a minor house before, but one of our new major houses is House Sauropoda. House Sauropoda does things at their own pace. Slowly and inexorably, they work towards their goals, and it's almost impossible to stop them once they are in motion. Unfortunately, they can find adapting to new situations challenging. Led by RPG Dinosaur Bob, whose Twitch handle you will find there.
Also, guys, remember, just a reminder, Dinosaur Bob is going to be changing his stream schedule here pretty soon. So Be aware of that.
Oh, is he? I never make his morning streams, or unless
Yeah,
I
he
happen
made the
on.
announcement last stream, I believe, but I think next week or the week after next, probably by the time of November, basically, he will be. I think he'll have changed his schedule.
When's he starting? When's he going to be streaming?
I don't remember, but I will try and Discord you the new times.
Awesome. Dorth, why don't you take this one?
Oh, how smellies. Yes. Whoops. There it comes up on the screen. Known for their fierceness and sheer stubbornness, and also for digging themselves deep plot holes, never bother them while they are working. Which, yeah, we're really good at working right through sprint or break timers. Blah.
Break timer, what's that?
Exactly.
Darth Nicholas is the leader of House Millies, along with the rest of the Millies clan. You can find them at the Closet Forge. Their address is on the screen. Coffee, why don't you take this one?
Okay. House Mollusca. As you know, we are all about the tentacles. We have our tentacles in everything. We never lack for ideas and can often fit into very awkward spaces. It kind of goes with the awkward phrasing of tentacles and everything. We are, however, a bit too smart for our own good, and sometimes we'll get bogged down in the details, or, you know, that problem of having too many tentacles in too many things.
Obviously, House Mollusca is led by Coffee Quills, and you can find them at the URL on the screen, twitch.tv Coffee Quills.
I love how you say obviously.
Obviously. Obviously.
Excuse me, is this your tentacle?
And of course, Kahuna should be taking this one.
Me, House Tiki, Kahuna Matata. Likes to relax and have a good time. Rarely stressed out by pressure or deadlines. Since running out of time's not a concern, we're easily lured by the promise of new projects that might be more fun. This is as much as a bane as a boon. Anybody who has watched my stream knows this is entirely too accurate.
Yeah, we're kind of called out by our house descriptions. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, today's going to be writing day. Oh, look, a graphic. Wait, a map.
Totally.
Wait, voices. Yeah. Welcome to my stream. And that's in the
I
first
think
10
I'm in the
minutes.
wrong house now because I might just go to Kahuna's because he embodies me more than anything.
Hey.
I should be doing homework. But look, story
Man.
time.
Yeah, you know, Mrs. Kahuna might show up.
Hey, Mrs.
Yay,
K.
Mrs.
Mrs.
K.
K.
Just in
Hello.
time.
Hi guys, good to see you all.
You get Mrs.
Welcome.
Kahuna with
How's school
so you
going?
get two of us, sort of.
A bargain.
Gross, I haven't heard from you in a while.
I work night shifts now.
Yeah, but you still have my email.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh, sorry.
But he would have to check his email, which he's about as good at as I am.
Oh,
What, email?
I often forget that I have the ability to have an email and that I own one. I am under the assumption that the internet is magic. There's wizards there somewhere.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna go grab myself some lunch so you guys have a good rest of your stream.
So,
Okay.
so see how that just went for the last 2 minutes? Welcome to my streams.
Yeah, that's it. Bunnies are also very distractible because we talk too much. Just saying. So if that describes you, yeah. Either way, you can find Kahuna and the Kahuna clan at twitch.tv/Kahuna the Elder. And of course, Siobhan should be taking this one.
Hey, let the winners
Host Corruptora. Oh, primary advantage of being in host corruption is active when other people are not. Excellent at seeing things from entirely different points of view. Unfortunately, like our namesakes, we're blinded by bright lights, aka we miss the obvious. Like my sprint timer going off and telling me it's time to take a break. Because yes, I too work through breaks.
It's a break.
Obviously, this house is led by Siobhan the writer, and you can find her at, and this is important because this is a bit of a long address, twitch.tv/Siobhan, as in SIOBHANTHE, writer _ and then she gives the phonetic pronunciation SHIVAHN. So that people know how to say it.
Also, keep an eye out in the morning, for I will be helping out as well on Wednesdays, possibly Tuesdays, whenever I have a day off. I am their Forge Master. I do stuff on the World Anvil. I do the world building with the words.
Awesome. Now we get into the minor houses. Minor houses swear their allegiance to a major house by bending the knee. This is, we'll get more into this process later. It's not important for players for the most part, right? But it is detailed in the extended rules, which we will detail after a video and a break, right? But the minor houses can only change loyalties at every elimination period, and they must stick with the house they have sworn to support as bannermen during that elimination period. So if their major house falls, they fall too. There are 4 really active major or minor houses right now. There is a 5th one, House Varangia. It is led by DM Stretch. You can find him at twitch.tv/DM Stretch. He usually supports Lapin, but he's not sure he's going to be able to run his house this year, so this is why he's not appearing on the display. All right. Minor houses swear their allegiance to a major house. The total word count of a minor house is contributed to the major house it is aligned with. When a major house is eliminated, any minor houses currently aligned under them will also be eliminated. House Felis, motto cozy but curious, led by Masades, who is in the chat, twitch.tv/Masades. House Incendium, to right makes light, led by Eli Quake, who is in our chatters here. You can find them at twitch.tv/Eli Quake. House Kitsune, Magical Tales, led by Shy Red Fox, twitch.tv/Shy Red Fox. And House Keapare, Rise Up, led by Isaac A. Tom, twitch.tv/Isaac A. Tom. For those who might want to know, Felis, Incendium, and Kitsune are American in various time zones, and Keapare is Australian. So if you are in a more easterly part of the world, you may find it easier to write with Isaac than other people. They will stream at a more convenient hour.
And my stream is set so that most of the people who would possibly be able to hit me are Europe and Asia and Australia.
There you go. The Undead Horde. The Undead Horde has no official motto. They just keep plodding on without rest until the very end. This year, the Undead Horde is led by the living dead girl, Author Goddess. You will find her at twitch.tv/Author Goddess. She tends to write on a nocturnal schedule, and she is in, I think, the Central Time Zone right now, but moving to the Eastern Time Zone.
We wish her well.
You can only join the Undead Horde by being eliminated into it. You must be alive before you can be dead. You may not voluntarily join the Undead Horde. Lots of people try. Lots of people try.
Realm. Sparkles.
The Horde amasses players over the course of the game, but starts with its 2 monarchs. Now, this is a new rule this year. You may only be start as part of the Undead Horde if you are or have been a Night Monarch in the past. Last year's Night Monarch, the Night King, was Aaron Ree, my husband, for those of you who do not know. And, of course, this year's Night Monarch is Author Goddess. So they will be starting with 2 this year, not 1. And that can make a difference in a chaos system.
Night
Yes, it
Monarch
can.
made the horrible mistake of fighting against something that had 8 arms. and has since been revived because of that. But the curse has moved on.
Mercs.
Now here's a rule. We have mercenaries, guys. All players who are not house leaders are able to become mercenaries because if you already represent a house, you cannot sell your services. Mercenaries can trade their words to a house but cannot do so for real monetary gain. You cannot actually make any money at this, guys. That is not allowed. It is contrary to the spirit of the game. We will not have it. We will kick your ass out.
Those who do utilize subscriptions and bits and whatnot to sell their words, those bits or subscriptions, the money from those always go to charity.
Yeah.
Yep. But so that gave me an opportunity to put that point up. Exactly. Mercenaries may choose the charity they support or donate to NaNoWriMo or another charity supported by Game of Tomes streamers. So, totally up to you. One of our most prominent mercenaries is writer Greg. He mercenaries for Kids Need to Read, which is a children's literary charity or literacy charity, and he allows houses to buy his words with bits or subscriptions, which then go to the charity. Right? Other people do that as well. Author Goddess did that last year. Obviously, she will not be doing that this year.
Greg's one lemon that won't leave a bad taste in your mouth.
And you were going to say before I move on to the next section here,
Oh,
Siobhan?
I was going to say that if a mercenary is part of a house and they survive, the house leader can direct them to that they were because they pledged to the leader. The leader has already bought their services, but now they can be sent to another house.
Thank you for reminding me I have to add that rule on the main page. Yes.
Because that's what happened with AG last year, twice.
So can mercenaries die? I can't remember now.
Yes, mercenaries can die. However,
Okay.
other players, this is a new optional rule. Okay, other players may choose to sacrifice themselves in the place of a mercenary or other significant person like a house leader.
Ooh.
However, they must declare their intention to do so prior to the elimination.
Not during.
Not during. Not go, oh shit, Greg is dead. I volunteer myself as tribute. You can't do that, right? If you say, I volunteer myself as tribute if Greg dies, you can do that, right? Or I volunteer myself as tribute if Siobhan dies. You can do that.
This is not Toy Soldiers where we can reroll.
No.
Exactly.
Fine.
Role playing. Game of Tomes has role-playing elements which are outlined on the Game of Tomes website. Some stuff's going to be added like the nature of the Game of Tomes universe. And you can find our website at www.worldanvil.com/w/game-of-tomes. All the info is there. Role-playing may be carried out in Twitch chats and on the Discord server, which is my Discord server. If somebody wants to type in !server, you will find the Discord server there. And that's also where we give updates about what's going on with the event. It is important that players are clear when they are role-playing so as to not cause any confusion. Make it obvious, right? Much of the role play of Game of Tomes is friendly banter between rivaling houses, or not so friendly banter as, you know, a whole bunch of undead attacking
the Warren.
The Warren when I had only me to defend it during a World Anvil stream. I ran away. I was getting my ass kicked. It was great. Okay.
Yes, Dragon Magpie, that's exactly what we did. We use the /me.
Yeah, /me is often how people do that. Yeah. Reminder, participants are not required to join in with the role play. It's just an additional aspect of fun. It started as a natural outgrowth of the house reports, during which we were telling a story, right? And people began to make up their own stories and take part. I absolutely love it. There's fan fiction now. You can find it on the website. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Where to find Game of Tomes streams? Game of Tomes aims to be a 24/7 event throughout all of November, or the turning months, to account for the various time zones and nocturnal writing times of its various players. what we'd like is that at any time of the day or night, no matter where you are, you can go on Twitch and one of us will be live. It may just be a reporting lobby, which is nothing but music and a timer, but you will be able to report your words there. At got.satrium.dev. Satrium is our GOT wizard. He is the guy who created our bot, which is making our lives so much easier and will be especially welcome this year.
So much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Satrium.
Yes, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Okay, there is a live view of which Game of Tomes streamers are currently live. And by the way, if you're a Game of Tomes streamer, you have to log out of Twitch, log back into Twitch, and reauthorize the bot. Since the password changes, it screwed everything up, and if you want it to work properly, you have to do that. There's more stuff for streamers. We'll get into that later in the stream. Furthermore, there is a calendar with some of the Game of Tomes streams limited. We want you all to do it. There's a thing about streaming Game of Tomes, which tells you the calendar address to invite. We want you to put your streams on a Google Calendar and invite the address that's given as a guest. Then it will show up on our calendar on the website, which you can find on the calendar page. The address, it's long, but basically you click on the Game of Tomes page and there's a little list menu in the corner and the left-hand side in a square. You click on that, it'll say rules and meta information. You'll find it under there.
And unfortunately, I have to take off now. I have an appointment. So.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, Siobhan. Yeah,
I'm probably gonna actually head out as well. It's 5:21 in the morning.
Oh dear.
And I think I'm gonna fall asleep on my keyboard.
Thank you for coming, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in battle.
I will see you in battle, and I'm definitely looking forward to this year's Nano because of Game of Tomes.
Yeah, me too.
I hadn't actually thought about it until Sable brought it up, but I might actually use a lot of my study time to just run like a quick, maybe multi-hour stream lobby just for people to, if there's not one up.
Totally can.
Yeah. And I'm going to be talking with Pride too about just making sure balance and not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Important.
Have a wonderful time then, folks.
Yeah, you guys too. Thank
Later,
you.
Coffee.
The launch stream. October 31st, noon Pacific time. That's my usual Sable's World Forge slot, by the way. I will be hosting the launch stream. And basically, it's just going to, there'll be information on the backstory that happened between the events for the role play aspect of it. And then we're going to dive in. And if you're in a time zone where Nano has launched, you may start to write and report your words. The word counts will be active, but the rules of Game of Tomes are that if your time zone has not yet started NaNoWriMo, you cannot play. And once your time zone has stopped NaNoWriMo, you must quit. Right? So I get to start fairly late. I'm not even going to be able to turn in my own words on that stream because I am in the Pacific time zone and I don't start until midnight November 1st. It starts midnight November 1st wherever you are. Right? And it ends midnight November 30th or 11:59.99, right? Midnight or wherever you are on the 30th. So yeah, noon Pacific time is 3 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UTC, 8 p.m. in the UK, and 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. And that's it. That is our presentation. Thank you so much to Melody Relody for that awesome work.
That was an awesome presentation.
All right. So we're going to go back to the main screen here for a minute. And I'm probably going to... Oh, I don't have to adjust it. Good. We're all frozen. I have this dead look on my face. It's hilarious.
I was going to say, Sable's camera also borked too. I think Sable's whole setup just went, yeah.
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 Back.
We should be back now, guys.
Okay. Yep,
Hopefully.
It looks like we're back on my end.
Refreshing mine really quick.
It's coming back.
Yep, looking better.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Yay,
everything's
we're
coming back.
back.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the first Game of Tomes report video from last year because we're going to recap the story for you so far. Right? And after that, we are going to take a break. And we'll see you back after the break because it's bio time for me anyway. So we're already halfway through. Okay, so we're gonna play a video. We're gonna play the first report. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Annabelle. Nice. Thank you so much. Shout out to Annabelle Rates, who is awesome. Oh, it said shout, not shout out, because I can't type today. You know, I really should shorten that command. It's one of the standard commands, so I haven't done anything with it.
I'm gonna turn my camera off really quick.
Sure.
And go walk the dog. I'll be back probably by the time the bio break's over.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna run one video, we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna run the other video. Right, break should be about 10 minutes, I think. Okay, so here we go. This is Sable Aradia with the ASC News Network and House Lappin reporting to you on the Game of Tomes. We go now live to our reporter in the field, Shy Red Fox. Hey Shy, what's happening out there?
Well, we have some really impressive stats here for you guys. Our total words are 406,076 words as of our last cutoff. That is the equivalent of 8 nanos.
Wow, and we're only 5 days in.
I'm seriously in awe of everybody's efforts. So
yes, well done, everyone. Give yourselves a hand. You're amazing. So who are our front runners?
Well, there's Chrysalia and Siobhan, the writer. They have both completed National Novel Writing Month by writing 50,000 words.
Wow. What machines? I can't even.
Do their hands even work?
Mine wouldn't be.
I didn't either.
Excellent. So everyone wants to know which house got the axe.
House Apis, the hive collapsed.
Oh.
Yes.
This just in. Be on the lookout for an individual calling himself the Night King. And I understand that Danny Adventures and Sarukis, although they're both dead, have been seen walking around. Did I hear that? Yeah, I heard that, right?
Oh my
Walking
goodness.
around. Well, that's all we have for you in the news today. Before we go, just a reminder to participants, practice self-care. Word counts are fun, and it's important to progress in your story, but remember, this is just a game and a goal to help you write. Get some sleep, eat regular meals, take breaks, stretch, and above all, whether or not you make your goal, remember that any words written are more words than you had before. You and your health are important to us here at the ASC.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
This is Kahuna the Elder coming to you live from the ASC Network headquarters with breaking news. We go now to our reporter in the field, Sable Aradia.
Thank you, Kahuna. I'm standing in a snow-covered field that was bare yesterday, where our own reporter, Shy Red Fox, was last seen. An army eyewitnesses are describing as Walking Dead destroyed House Millie's sometime last night. Witnesses claim to have seen this mysterious Night King, and there are numerous reports that Darth Nicholas, the Badger himself, has risen from the dead. Reports have come in that the notoriously fickle mercenary Dazzlecat has joined the army of the dead as well. The members of House Millie's and their bannerman, House Kitsune, are scattered to the four winds, seeking refuge with other houses. We tried to get an interview, but everyone was too busy running away.
That sounds like a dire situation, Sable. So, how goes the war out there?
Well, the Game of Tomes has racked up a grand total of 860,221 words, and I understand that the scores are very close between the surviving houses. It's still anybody's game out here, Kahuna.
I understand that 3 players have now won NaNoWriMo.
Coffee Quills, the Kraken herself, has now joined the frontrunners Siobhan the Writer and Chrysalia in completing NaNoWriMo at 50,000 words.
This just in. Be on the lookout for a zombie matching the description of our missing reporter, calling herself Shy Dead Fox. Do not approach this individual or any of those who are numbered among the dead. Just keep writing.
Thanks for that, Kahuna. Yeah, this is Sable Aradia, signing off. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, well. One thing is clear with the Game of Tomes. World Ember is coming. This is Kahuna the Elder at the ASC News Network. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. They don't pay me enough for this dead zombie stuff.
Okay, I think we're back here. Turn my camera back on. We are back.
Awesome.
We have also been abandoned by Kahuna. He had to go too, but hey, all the cool people are still... No. Yes, if you're just joining us, and hello Bitzer K, the video clips that you were watching around the break were clips from last year's Game of Tomes. We're kind of recapping the story of the fictional universe for people who may have missed it, and also the events that happen. Hail Hydrate, what a good idea, thank you.
Where is my head? Oh, it's all the way over there. Of course it is.
Kahuna saying he isn't paid enough for zombies is hilarious. I know, he's so good, right? One of the most fun things we had. Okay, actually, I should talk about the videos. Initially, we were asked by when this game was started. It was started as a project of the Anvilite Streamer Corps. World Anvil got behind it and said, "Hey, can you give us like a weekly report about 2 minutes long that we can share on our community streams?" Right? So it was actually Shy Red Fox's idea to present it like a news report, giving the information. And, you know, but people really seized on it, and some of the backstory started to develop, like the story of the zombies, you know, so now it's not a sporting event, now it's a war, right? And the people started chiming in saying, "Hey, can I get involved in these videos? I got an idea," you know, so often I was getting the results of whatever the elimination stream was, staying up all night, writing the script for the next video, you know, people filming it on like a tight schedule of a day turnaround, and then editing it and putting it all together. I expect this year I may end up doing the same thing, but I have better infrastructure this time. I have stuff prepared just in case in some ways, so it's going to be, I hope, a little easier. But it was a lot of fun. There were so many contributors, and then people grew the role play out of that, and it just had so much fun. I think it's a really important aspect. Yes, we're going to be doing it again this year. Yes, there are people who have already agreed to get involved. If you want to do something for one of the streams, now's the time to get a hold of me, right? And we can make some plans about how to incorporate your character. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh yes, epic chases and baddies. Yeah, Daz was undead chasing people in chat for their chat brain. She was great in the chat. She was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for a whole like blacksmith because I'm the forge master because World Anvil, but
yeah,
I'm not sure if I can pull it off.
Will we be sending the reports to World Anvil this year too? I don't think so. About the time that the April Tourney of Tales started, which is a toned down version of this event. If you're just joining us, where there are no eliminations and no undead horde, it's not a war, it's a tournament. The vibe is less Game of Thrones and more Dunk and Egg, right?
Yep.
But about that time, the Anvilite Streamer Core decided that Game of Tones had basically become its own thing and was too big to encompass what just the ASC was doing, and a lot of writers who were not part of the ASC wanted to get involved on Twitch, so the decision was made to part ways between them. So I don't think we're going to be doing reports with World Anvil this year, but I'll ask and we'll see. Yeah. All right. So I suppose next we should talk about information for streamers. So okay, so this is the page that has the current and extensive rules for Game of Tomes. It's a lot of information. If you're just playing, you've already seen the TLDR, which is the PowerPoint. That is the best way to explain it. If you want to stream Game of Tomes, there's more information there, and there's a lot of stuff that is kind of just in case rules, right? If they exist, I had to make them because either somebody asked or somebody did it. Right, so it's not just pointless rules for the sake of rules. I don't believe in that, but they all exist for a reason. You want to know everything we've come up with so far, that's where to put it. And things like the stand-in deads should be on there for sure, which I haven't done yet. Thank you for the reminder. So I'm going to go back to the presentation screen and go over some of the things that are important for streamers. And hey, Moon, good to see you. Moonflower is one of our, Moonflower is the designer of the website. They're also one of the people on the accounting team, right, who keeps track of who's in what house, when they die, what the totals are up to this point, right, which up until now has been a matter of taking screenshots and adding a lot of stuff. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Fortunately,
yes.
I mean, it was going to work fine when we had 30 people, but then we had like 135 people in the first year and it did not work fine. Fortunately, we did it, but it was a lot of work. Darth was on that team. E Songbird 24601 was also on that team doing the calculations. And then Moonflower jumped in as well. Now we have a bot that was created by the wonderful Wizard of Got, Satrium. So it will do all of this bullshit for us except determine what house you were in when the elimination happened.
It will definitely save our sanity because I've been talking with Moon and Siobhan and Esong last year when this was going down, and a little bit with Dar. And my God, the amount of words that you had to go through. They showed me the Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I basically survived November last year by taking Dayquil to stay awake.
That was some crunchy Excel action right there.
It
That was
sure
like
was.
Yeah.
It sure was.
That was like tortilla chip quality.
All right. So there's some history about the Game of Tones here, right? 2020 was a disastrous year on the third planet in the solar system, As if the widespread political and social turmoil and the vicissitudes of climate change weren't enough, a global pandemic known as COVID-19, a coronavirus infection, forced most of the world into lockdown conditions. In response to the health risks of gathering in public spaces, NaNoWriMo headquarters informed their municipal liaisons, including Sable Aradia, they would not be authorizing any in-person events for NaNoWriMo 2020. Fortunately, the ASC Rymos had the benefit of the Anvilite community to gather with online. Inspired by the Nano House Cup, which is masterminded and organized by Elena May. It's a Twitter game. You can play it. It will be on the Nano Word Counts Twitter account this year, if that interests you. And it's basically like this, only there's no eliminations. You pick a Hogwarts house and it lasts for 3 hours, right? Okay. A number of ASC writers who participate in NaNoWriMo agreed to pit their word counts against one another in a month-long winner-take-all battle for the Iron Tome. Sable Aradia of House Lappin laid the challenge, and 6 ASC Rymos accepted her invitation. And I suppose I should mention at this point that the original concept was come up with by myself and my partners, Aaron Ree and James Field. So we were sitting around the kitchen table, and I went, I really like the Nano House Cup, but it'd be more fun if it lasted all month, and I don't want anything to do with J.K. Rowling right now. And the discussion ensued. And here we are.
We need writing with swords.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so each individual writer might swear their undying loyalty to a single house if and until their house falls, form or join a lesser house, which then gives its loyalty in turn to the banner of one of the great houses. There's rules for forming a lesser house. You are too late to do it for this Nano. How it works is that you get at least 2 other people to follow you, because if you're going to be a leader, you must have followers, right? You form a house, then you apply, right? And we say yes or no, basically. Sometimes we say no because there's too many, but at the moment we had 2 major houses step down and 2 minor houses had to ascend, so there's some room. But you gotta wait till April now. Give their loyalty to one house, then later change their mind, and this may be done repeatedly, or they may function as a mercenary, either by joining and leaving houses at a whim, or by trying to win concessions from one of the other lesser or greater houses by offering their support. Tome Knights are considered to be that's what we are the Tome Knights. Every participant is a Tome Knight. Are considered to be part of the last house they served at the turn of the deadline and will live or die with that house. We have the rules for mercenaries here, which we've already gone over. The rules about lesser houses, you have to register prior to October 15th. That lesser house must bend the knee to one of the greater houses on a temporary or extended basis. This must be done publicly on the Twitch stream of the house leader one is bending the knee to. A lesser house may change its allegiance at the beginning of each new elimination period, and only at the beginning of each elimination period, if desired. This must be indicated by a public bending of the knee as above. And then there are the rules about the bannermen. A lesser house must consist of a minimum of 3 people, a leader, and 2 bannermen. Upon declaring themselves a house, those people are thereby bound to the rules of lesser houses. They may not change their minds and act as individuals later in the competition. We've discussed the Undead Horde extensively. We've discussed the fact that only the words you write on the stream while it is live count. Attrition. At the end of every 5 days, as calculated in universal time, the overall scores of the houses are tallied. The great house with the smallest overall word count is officially eliminated from the competition. This result will be announced on stream. There are the elimination dates. Excuse me. On November 5th, we lose the 6th house. November 10th, the 5th house is gone. November 15th, the 4th house is gone. 20th, the 3rd house is gone. 25th, the 2nd house is gone. And the 30th, the final battle happens between the last surviving house versus the Undead Horde. The final battle, unlike the other elimination periods, will not be tallied until NaNoWriMo has ended for all time zones. So what that means is that if you're in a slower time zone like myself, in the Pacific time zone, which is UTC -7 or 8, we get less words at the beginning of the competition, but more words at the end. right? The opposite happens for Coffee Quills, who is in Japan. She gets more words at the beginning and less at the end. Right? The names of the members of the eliminated house and their bannermen will be entered into a random name selector. There is the link for the name selector we use if you want to check it out. 1/3 of them will be drawn randomly to be drafted into the Horde. If they're drafted, they must represent the Horde for the remainder of Game of Tomes. Mercenaries who shift their allegiances will be counted as being part of the last house they joined before the elimination period. The members and bannermen of the eliminated house who survive the undead horde may then choose one of the surviving houses to represent instead. Right? Yeah, Dancing with Death. Here's my rules for those of you who try to join the undead horde, because there's always one. If a participating living, and that should have been retyped, living Tome Knight submits word counts to the undead horde, either accidentally or intentionally, the words they submitted disappear into the ether and benefit neither a living house nor the horde. Further, that Tome Knight is automatically submitted to the undead horde draft, since clearly they were getting a little too close to zombies. They are not guaranteed admission into the ranks of the undead. Don't mess with my system. It only works because it's really calculated. Okay, bending the knee. If a house leader, whether they lead a lesser or greater house, survives the horde, they must then appear on the stream of the leader of the new house they wish to serve to bend the knee. This can be done with a live appearance, a chat conversation, the use of emojis, or any other method as appropriate to the stream and streamer. We had some great stuff. People made graphics, people made videos. It was awesome. It is assumed that their house members will change their allegiance to the new house, but they are under no obligation to do so. Like, for example, I have mentioned that Kitoipoi and James are some of my most dedicated regulars of the House Lappin. If I am defeated and then I go to bend my knee to, say, Darth of the Closet Forge for House Millies, right, then they don't have to. They're assumed to, unless they choose otherwise, right? A leader of a great house whose house falls may no longer display their original house banner on their streams, as their house is considered to have been destroyed. The leaders of lesser houses are not bound by this restriction. However, if the leader of a lesser house becomes part of the undead horde, their house is considered to be destroyed, and they must also take down their banner and not display it on stream again for the duration of the game. So, if say that House Incendium is serving House Lappin and we fall. Well, if my house falls, whether I'm undead or not, I have to take my banner down, right? Eli can continue to display their banner unless they are drafted into the undead horde, in which case they cannot. Alternatively, lesser and greater houses whose leaders are drafted into the undead horde may feature a corrupted version of their banner instead, displaying their allegiance to the undead. That was a last-minute rule that was created last year because people wanted to do that. Responsibilities of house leaders. House leaders agreed to tally the word count totals of their houses and the Twitch names of the members of their house when eliminated and report this information as detailed in the engagement. Fortunately, this is done with a bot and a push button nowadays. The house leaders may not reveal the current totals at any time in public, on stream, Discord, or any form of social media which allows mercenary play. It's no fair if you know which house is winning. You can make educated guesses, but you should not know. The only time in which total word counts will be revealed is on the stream in which the next elimination is announced. Whether a house leader is the head of a major or minor house, the role of a house leader is to inspire and encourage their bannermen. This is all about fun and about helping each other to succeed. Lead by example, be there for your bannermen, and use positive reinforcement to make NaNoWriMo a success for them and for you. Right? So if you want to be a leader, don't just do it because you want a cool banner. Do it because you want to encourage other people. It does take extra time, even if you are a minor house leader, as Eli will tell you. Did I lose everybody?
Still here.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
muted myself accidentally. Sorry. Yes, I was saying yes on my end. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it totally does. It takes extra time and it takes extra effort and extra spoons, right?
Yep.
So, you know, be prepared to do the work if you want to get the glory, as it were. Okay. Any Twitch affiliate writer may host the Game of Tomes on their streams and participate in the competition themselves. You have to register at this website. It says October 15th, but if you want to get in now, I'll be nice and say, okay, as long as I know who you are, right? There was a question earlier, I saw it in the chat, and the question was, do you have to be writing to host a Game of Tomes stream? Like, what if you want to do something else? What if you're a variety streamer? That's fine, right? Once the bot has been installed, it will run. Delian was a host streamer last year, and he does mapping, right? He just wanted to provide a place where people could, you know, submit their stuff. Ideally, I think it should be a creative pursuit, but gaming, you know, pride runs video games when they don't feel up to writing, so whatever, right? It's cool. You know, we hope you will participate at some point, but no, it's not required. Now, here are where you find the resources. This is all on the main Game of Tomes page. There is points reporting and points set up. I think I hope I have adjusted that article now. There is the image resources article. The most important thing you will find there is the GitHub, where all the graphics you need are posted. The Game of Tomes bot, first tome night. Registering at the registration link, which I've repeated again, authorizes the Game of Tomes bot, the first tome night, to operate on your Twitch channel. You will be asked to authorize our bot by Twitch when you register. An administrator must approve your registration, so be aware that we may contact you through your channel or a Twitch Whisper or Discord if we have questions. This site is also where you will go to redeem your word count totals after a stream, and that's the got.satrium.dev site. You will be asked to push a button on the site to opt in to each individual Game of Tomes event. That's a new development. You may opt in or opt out using this button at any time, though we'd appreciate it if you would see the event you signed up for through, unless there is an emergency. You know, it makes it difficult to keep track if people are popping in and out is all, right? But you don't have to. Like, you can do NaNoWriMo, the main Game of Tomes event, and not do either of the tourneys. Or you can do one of the tourneys, like whatever you want. The bot installs a series of channel point rewards on your Twitch channel. They will likely appear first or near to first in your list, since they are worth 1 channel point if you're a house leader, this is your house, 2 channel points for a major house, or 3 channel points for the minor house reward. These are how participants will report their word counts. Why they're so low is so anyone can play. If you show up at a stream you've never been to before, you automatically have 10 channel points. You can immediately jump in. The rewards will be deactivated when they appear and without emotes to represent them. There is no need to activate them. They will be activated automatically when a Game of Tomes event starts and deactivated automatically when the event ends. Excuse me for just a second. I'm going to hack for... I've got to clear my throat.
Stable is hacking. It's just a friendly reminder that if you are part of a minor house and you're spending points, don't forget to put the minor house's name after the points. That is very crucial to help us keeping counts up.
Yeah, if you don't put the minor house name in, we don't know where they go.
Nope, no idea.
Okay. If you're editing, also put in the words, I forgot to mention it, I said I was going to, light edits or heavy edits. That's not as necessary for this round. It's more important in a tourney because we calculate a leaderboard for writers and editors, but it's good to get in the habit. It's not going to make any difference here as long as you're calculating your words, right, appropriately. Yeah. You will have to install the emotes to represent the rewards manually, however. We can't make that happen automatically, we tried. You will find a series of graphics that are sized appropriately and named accordingly, things like Lapin 112, right, in the graphics resource GitHub. You will find the link to the GitHub on the Game of Tomes images resource page. The first Tome night also installs a series of chat commands, which are fully detailed on the registration and reporting site. You can go look up what they do and the different options you have. And anybody can see that page, I believe. So if you want to know as a participant, you're not a streamer, and you want to know what your options are, check it out. It doesn't work until the Game of Tomes event is active, however. They range from a description of what the Game of Tomes is, with an accompanying link to this website, to descriptions of the participating houses and links to their leaders' Twitch channels, to a means by which participating Tome Knights can track their own current word counts and the total words accumulated in a stream. That's fun. That was added last tourney. Last, live registered Game of Tomes streams display on the registration site landing page in embeds to show participants where to go to report their words. So if you're playing, you don't know where to go, you can't find the calendar page, you're frustrated, type in got.satrium.dev, and right there you will see little embedded windows of all the Game of Tomes streams that are currently live. Only Twitch affiliates can use channel points rewards, and therefore only Twitch affiliates can be Game of Tomes streamers. The system doesn't work otherwise, sorry guys. Right? However, this is a very supportive community. Announce that you'd like to reach affiliates so that you can help organize the Game of Tomes, and let one of the great house leaders know, and we're sure it won't take long. Reporting word counts as a Game of Tomes streamer. Please check out the website. Again, I will link the page. Oh, thank you for the hail hydrate. I'll link the page again. Definitely check out Darth's awesome video, but I will show you manually how this is done because I cannot play those videos. You go to the .dev site. Currently live Game of Tomes streams, Sable Aradia. See? It works, right? For streamers, please sign in with your Twitch account and follow the instructions to register as a reporting stream, right? You can also head to your user page. I'll show you that first. Here's my user page. In this blue box, this is the opt-in and opt-out button. If I want to leave the event, I can hit it, and then I will leave the event. When you first show up here, it will appear blue, right? And it says join the event, right? And that's how you join.
Yep.
Here are the options that are available to me as a streamer. If you are a house leader, it gives you that information. It gives you the quick link to the website. The calendar invite, that's the important link that you need to invite your Google Calendar events to the calendar. It makes it really difficult for me to keep track of who's streaming when. If you don't invite yourself to the calendar, please, for the love of God, invite yourself to the calendar.
Do it.
I will
Also-
not like you if you do not do it.
Also, Dazzlecat has offered us a hail hydrate.
Oh, yes, thank you. I did.
And I did a posture check, and I'm sorry to interrupt again, but I have to get going. I have D&D in like an hour, and I have not showered today.
Oh, yeah, you should go do that.
Yeah.
Games?
Have a good day.
Yeah. See you later, Barbarossa. Thanks so much for joining us. You've been fun.
Yeah, I always like joining on a Sable stream. There's no stream like a Sable stream.
Games, he says, Sable on the form, I'm not showing the reporting form. That's because that should no longer be there. We don't need it anymore. We're entirely using the bot. So if it is showing, please tell me where on the page it is showing so that I can fix that link. Because I should have fixed it, but I may have missed it. All right, so if you go here as a streamer, how you redeem your word counts. What you do, first of all, is when you are finished your stream, you go to this site. You go to your user page. This blue button right here that says grab redeems, you hit that. It automatically tallies all of the redeems. It takes about 5 minutes to finish the process, maybe 10 on the outside, and then it automatically deletes them from your chat. Now we considered whether or not, and your managed channel points rewards, it removes them once it has calculated them. The reason why you have to go and press the button, and it doesn't just do it automatically, is because often streamers are correcting mistakes that viewers make. Sometimes people type in the wrong house, they hit the wrong button. Sometimes people, have a dyslexic moment and switch the numbers in their totals, whatever, right? You have the option of fixing all that stuff before you submit your redeems. So that is why we do that. And yeah, and it should be that simple. If you run into any problems with that, if it takes longer than 5 or 10 minutes, the bot's probably broken. Contact Satrium. How do you set up the redemption options? This video here on the website on your user page will show you how. This is going to be Darth's new video about submitting word counts. You don't need a form, you just click this button. We're totally relying on the bot. It's going to be so much easier. We've tested it with simultaneously keeping track of things in the old system with spreadsheets and screenshots and, that paperwork shit show, and it's accurate. So
Yep.
that's what we're sticking with. Right?
Love the new bot.
Me too.
Yes.
Now, yeah, I don't need to show this, but this thing here, redemptions, that's where your total redemptions appear. And only the administrators who are keeping track should be able to see that, I think, unless it's your own. I could be wrong about that, though. If Saturn's here, he'll correct me. So. Yeah, streamers can look at redemptions from their own channels. Assuming I have the Discord open, check my PMs. All right. I will check my PM. I do have it open. I have to because I have people on the screen here. Oh, shit. Yes, okay, I'll fix that. Unless you want to, because you're right there right now. Okay. It's just a mistake on the page. It's not a big deal.
Yes, I agree. We appear to be muted. We appear to be muted, yes. Oh, okay, they can hear me, but not you, for some reason. Borked? Crap.
Uh-oh.
Well, to fill the silence, I have a small announcement. I have some good news and some bad news, but the bad news leads to the good news. So I entered the LeVar Burton Reads contest a few months back, and I just got rejected. But the good news is I have already decided to publish that story as a small children's book with illustrations. So
Nice.
that's going to be
That will be
happening.
awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be happening sometime in the near future. Eli must take over the stream. So yeah, I will be doing that sometime soonish because I would like to be able to give that story to my niece for Christmas.
Okay, is that better, guys? Am I back?
Can we hear Sable?
And am I at about the same volume that I was? Apparently, I somehow accidentally clicked on the webcam mic and turned it all the way down.
You are back. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I now have a mouse again. Yay! All right.
Woo!
Tell you what, this is a really great spot to take the second break, I think, because we had the delay anyway. And awesome about, I'm sorry you got rejected, but awesome about the story, Eli. That's great.
Yep,
Yes.
this was always my plan B, so I really like this idea, so this is going to be fun.
Hey, Tal, good to see you.
Hey, Tal!
Welcome. Okay, and by
You're
pride,
apparently much softer, but the volume is still good. So.
I'm much softer. I'll turn it back up. Okay, there, or do I jack it right to the top?
I don't know.
Yes, you're quite welcome to share the link to your flash fiction that you did on this morning's stream there, Bitzer. And if people want to have a look in the break, they're welcome to do so. We are about, this is good? Okay. We are going to go to our second break as we've been doing, right? We're going to continue with our recap from last time, from last year, the season 1. So we will be playing video number 3 and 4 around the break. Do not rely on the break counter. It's going to say 15 minutes, but it probably will be more like 5 between the 2 videos. Yeah, so continuing with recap from season 1, 2020. This is the week 3 report.
This is the ASC News Network with a special news bulletin. I'm writer Greg. The zombie plague continues to devastate the Game of Thrones players. Despite having achieved more than 1 million words collectively, the houses are falling left and right. We received this footage from our Canadian correspondent, Siobhan the writer, last week. We have to warn you that the footage you are about to see is disturbing and may not be appropriate for some viewers.
The mysterious winter murder hornets, also being referred to as as zombies, continue to cause havoc, especially here in North America. House Chiroptera is experiencing a swarm as we speak. Ow! I'm hungry!
With the fall of House Chiroptera, the minor houses in their service have fled to the far corners of the globe. The survivors of House Melis, forced once again to flee, have sought refuge in Japan with House Molesca.
My name is Lord Galacrond. It's crazy out here. I've been running around for several times now, keeping everything back. The House Melis and House Chiroptera is falling. I'm being chased right now. I can't talk for long. Just know that the undead horde is coming. Darth Nicholas and Siobhan have dropped and fallen. Please, write, keep writing. Make sure that the Night King, Shy-Dead Fox, I give my sincerest apologies, but this is crazy. Oh my god. It's nuts. Zombies. They're following hard.
We go now to our Australian correspondent, Isaac A. Tom.
I'm reporting to you live from House Ava's shelter. The Burbs were kind enough to open their doors to the toast of House Capita. The casualty list continues to grow at an alarming rate. Siobhan the Rider, Liza Grimm, the other Josh Art, Moonflower, and Calliope 7 have joined the ranks of the undead. But I think I've got to go. Zombies are trying to break in as we speak. Back to you, Greg.
We also have a report coming in from our UK correspondent, DM Stretch.
Commander Stretch, 1st Ranking Guard. Coming to you from the front lines. Just had a skirmish. When I said hard fight, we're hunking down here, location undisclosed. Defence house lapping. Great leadership and sacrifice. Such heroes as Siobhan the writer. Rest in peace. Chrysalia, Coffee Quills, Nathalia Brooks, Sleepy Owl Inc., Eli, Dinaya, and the Happy Mask Maker. And have all completed NaNoWriMo. We believe I have a good chance of defeating the dead. 2 million words might be within reach at the end of the month. I hope so anyway.
That's great news, Stretch.
Oh. What was that? Gotta go. Move.
We've lost contact with DM Stretch. Let's now go to Sable Aradia, reporting live from House Lapin in Canada.
Yeah, Greg, we just got word that we've achieved 1,500,000 words, but we're just getting some new information. Oh no. House Avis has fallen. Confirmed dead. Dan Linnea, 9 and Kittens, Gwenfire, Eli, damn, RPG Dinosaur Bob, oh no, and Chrysalia, the Penguin Prince themselves have fallen. Yeah, Greg, back to you. If you want me, come and get me!
A lot of grim news out there, and yet hope remains, as long as we all continue to write on. If you want to contribute to the war effort, Sable Aradia is supporting National Novel Writing Month, and you can donate there. Or, I am supporting literacy refugees through Kids Need to Read. Any contributions are welcome, and in these apocalyptic times, my mercenary services are for sale in return for a donation. We at the ASC News Network remind you to stay indoors and keep writing, and we wish you and your family health and safety in these difficult times. For ASC News and all of our correspondents, I'm Writer Greg.
Okay, be right back.
Okay.
everyone. This is Author Goddess from Let's Talk. I guess today there's only one thing on everybody's mind, and that's the zombie apocalypse. Most of the TV stations are operating sporadically, but we do have a clip from the ACS News Network's last broadcast.
Is the door locked? All right, good. This is Kahuna the Elder, the ASC News Network, with a special news bulletin. Screw this. Look, run for your lives. Get to the hills or a bunker, grab your laptops, your shotguns, your tablets, your axes, because zombies are everywhere. House Lappin has fallen. We lost contact with Sable Aradia, DM Stretch of the 1st Phalangian Guard, even writer Greg, our guy out in Utah. I don't know. I just don't know. Apparently, the fate of our world lies in the tentacles of an octopus. Look, I'm getting the hell out of here. I advise you do the same. Good luck. And may whatever gods you pray to be with you. Shut it down.
We are now taking phone calls on Skype, Discord, or through a phone number, 666-666-6666. If you're available, call me. Let me know. Where are you? Oh. We have our first caller. Hello? Hello? Let's talk. What is your name? Where are you from?
Hi, E. Songbird here, calling from Chicago. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love your stuff. Anyway, I'm trying really hard not to panic, and I'm really good at panicking. But I went over the numbers, and it looks like everyone's done 1.75 million words. So we really don't have any reason to be scared of the undead horde, right?
I understand that total includes the undead.
What? No. Scribe, protect your characters, grab your plot lines, they're coming!
Hey, Songbird? Hello? Are you still there? We appear to have lost her. I hope she's all right. Let's take our next caller. Hello? Let's talk.
Hi there. I'm R.I.P. Fossil Bob, calling in from central New Jersey in the USA. You may have known me as RPG Dinosaur Bob before I joined the Undead.
Excuse me? Did I hear you right? You're one of the undead?
Yes, that's right. I just want all your living, breathing listeners to know that you have nothing to be afraid of. Zombies, vampires, ghosts, and fossils are people too, you know. We have celebrations. In fact, I have to apologize for the wild party music in the background. We're welcoming some new arrivals. But anyway, we want the same things that you want. To be able to put some brains and blood on the table for our families, have a nice, cozy grave to crawl back into after a long day, you know, to just unlive our unlives in peace.
Well, yeah, but brains and blood?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's a pretty basic diet, but hey, we're trying to expand our palates. Just this past week, we put Hassenpfeffer on the menu. And now we found a really great recipe for calamari fra diavolo that we're just dying to try, if you'll pardon the pun. And if you don't believe me, you should try to reach out to some of our newest members. Just the other day, Nathalia Books, Pride Ascending, Xantos the Great, P2 Putu, Calgadora, Mirabar, Magic Beyond Your Ken, and Kitoipoi all became part of our little group. Oh yeah, I almost forgot our latest addition, E. Songbird. I mean, how bad can we be if we've recruited a Glee Club director?
Well, let's go on to the next caller. Hello there, let's talk. What's your name and where are you from?
Thanks, Frith. Somebody's broadcasting live on YouTube. Hi, Author Goddess. This is Sable Aradia. We made it out. We're on our way to House Mollusca to join forces with the Kraken.
I'm sure a lot of people will be happy to hear it. Did the Varangians make it?
Deanne Stretch made it out, but Natalia, she's gone.
Oh no. So, the squid is all that swims between the living and the undead. Are the Kraken taking a mercenary?
I think all hands are needed against the dead.
Well, okay. Thanks for joining me on Let's Talk. This is Author Goddess, with my ear to the ground, my finger on the pulse of whoever's left alive, and my head in the clouds. I'm out of here. Oh my gosh, goodbye!
There we go, and we are back.
I love those videos. Those are amazing.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right. So, where we were at, we were looking at the extended rules for reporting your words. I'm not going to go over them because we've gone over them already, but that is where you can find them. I will go back to, oh, yeah, I got to recapture Chrome because I shut it down in the meantime. Largely because I was trying to minimize the strain on my poor computer's memory. It's like, you know, suffering and yeah. Some people didn't see that video, it looks like. I'm glad you guys saw it now. All right, the big thing to remember, guys, this is the last bit, right? This is a game. Although the event is designed to get the competitive juices flowing to create greater word counts, it's meant to be a friendly competition. You can treat it more like a team sport, by the way. That's how I tend to do it, right? There's no real stakes involved. There's no prizes or punishments for success or failure. Our hope is that participants will encourage and support one another, and any rivalries will all be in good fun. Put simply, anyone being a jerk may be banned from participating in the event by a consensus of the leaders of the great houses who are also the event organizers. And that should also just say event organizers at this point. Satrian's never led a house, but he has a say. If somebody's being a problem, we will have an informal vote on it, and they may be removed. And that's just by, you know, whatever, right? Generally, it'll be for negative behavior that's making other people feel comfortable that you've been asked to stop and don't. Right? It's hard to get removed. We've removed one person. One. That's it. All right. So, final results will be announced live on stream. We hope to have it on the Game of Tomes official channel, which I will type into the chat again, so that you guys can go subscribe to it. Seriously, go subscribe to it, whether we're doing it or not this time around, because we would like to get it up and going. That's the official Game of Tomes Twitch. We also have an official Game of Tomes Twitter, by the way. I believe it is this. Yeah, we need affiliate to do a lot of the shit we want to do with the channel, so we need your support. We're going to start streaming things, you know, like Barbarossa suggested, interviews. We're going to do, you know, tutorials, writing tips, you know, how to make your word counts, like how to improve your word counts, how to find time for writing when you don't have any. I teach a whole class on this. I'm happy to present it on Twitch for people, and we'll be doing it out of that channel. So, you know, so we can build up the necessary hours and viewers, so definitely check it out, guys. I think we're at the end of the formal rules. Here are all the different houses, identities that participate, and where you can find them. I think, did I put their Twitch channels in there? Okay, I will put the Twitch channel links in the belligerence section again. Right, I just updated it last night at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I may have missed a thing or two, but I will put it in there. That's where you find them. If I might, I'd also like to draw your attention to some fun things that are going on. Here is one thing. When you reach your goal, please go to this page and fill out this form. That way we know when you have reached it, in what order, so we can make sure to put you in our winner's circle video at the end of the event and give you credit for having done your achievement. Right? We consider you to be in the winner's circle if you finish whatever your goal was. So even if you don't write 50,000 words, your goal is 20,000 words, you get to be in the winner's circle if you made 20,000 words. Right. There's also a thing which Moonflower has created, which I don't have the link to here right now, but I know you can find it on the Tourney of Tales pages on the website, and they might have the link handy, called the Shop of the Tome. You can use your word counts to purchase role play items, right? This includes things like hosting a medieval feast, which is something that I did for the first Tourney of Tales. You know, like I had a stream where it was basically a sprint lobby, except that I described the different courses that were being served and entertainment and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't know if there was any interest or not. Perfect. Well, some people really liked it, I know.
It was fun. Had a lot of fun doing that. That was great.
Cool. Right. You can buy magic items, weapons, a land and title, right? All these things are available at the Shop of the Tome, and they are very, very reasonable. So you can use your accumulated word counts to purchase those things. And I would say you can even use them from previous events if you remember what your total was. Which you can, you know, if you also did National Novel Writing Month, you'll have that information on your Nano page. But we'll allow you to just, you know, tell it roughly. We're not checking. You could cheat with this. I don't care enough to, you know, police that. So whatever you like. There's no truth to the rumor that I drank too much mead and danced on the tables, says Gwen. Yeah, while the event is going on, the words that you have accumulated in that event are available to you by typing in ! word count, as James has demonstrated there in the chat. That is one of the things that the first Tome Night bot does. Right, but it only is active when Game of Tomes is active, so you will not be able to do that until the 31st in my time zone. Yeah, it's role play. I'm not policing it either, says Moon. Exactly, right? We don't really care, right? But it's a good fun thing. Melody, me with my 140K. All right, first round on me. Awesome. Yeah, it's all good fun. Exactly. It's intended to be fun. If there's something there, there's even a, like, you know, an optional, if it's not covered, you can come up with it and, you know, give us an estimate about how much, you know, like there's a cost for that if it's not on the list, and you can buy that. Kelly Jen says, I see that you also sell brains, including the undead. Undead gotta eat too, man. Yep, and I'm once more reminded that I need to do the banners on my overlays, says Sunny. Whoops. Yes, Sunny is one of our Game of Tones streamers. When we have, like, probably on the 30th or so, I will have a list in a table of all the different channels that have signed up to stream this Game of Tones event on that page that I have already linked, the main Game of Tones conflict page, and they will be listed in alphabetical order and by streamer name and channel. So some channels will appear a couple times, like the Closet Forge and my own, because there's a couple different streamers who stream on that channel, and you will be able to find them there and go follow them all, and then you're going to be aware of when people go live. So, oh, nice. Melody says, I've been transforming the House Felis banner into my stream colors. Gotta fit the vibe. Cool. She's got this very nice pink and lavender vibe. It's really, really kind of funky. Chris says, of ECC Books, I assume you need to be an affiliate in order to stream as part of the event, right? So that you can have channel points, etc. Yes. Yes, you unfortunately must be an affiliate, because that is how the system works. Because we use the channel point rewards, that's the only way we can keep track. Right. Somebody asked me earlier, would we ever do a YouTube version? I can't see it, because I don't know how we do a bot to keep track of word counts.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Yeah. So nope, this is exclusively for Twitch, and yes, you got to be an affiliate. But hey, if you're asking that, Chris, because you're not an affiliate yet, and you would like to stream Game of Tomes, and the problem is you lack the followers to be an affiliate, post your Twitch address so people can go follow you. This is a very supportive community, and people would be delighted to support you so that you can organize and report in the Game of Tomes. 10 followers shy and my average is bad. Well, get on it. Post your link. There you go. So the link, if you are not viewing the chat and just listening on audio, is twitch.tv/ECCbooks. Go there and follow him so that he can come and play with us. And this is the point where we're done. We're opening up the floor to questions at this point or comments. Eli or Darth, do you have anything you would like to add at this point, or can you think of anything I have forgotten?
I can't think of anything. I'm super excited to get going with this. This is going to be a ton of fun this year. I'm so excited.
Totally, me too. No comment from Eli.
I was muted. I was talking.
Wouldn't be a World Anvil related stream if not for audio issues, right?
Yeah, it's true. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, I'm really totally excited for this year too. I had other things I was saying, but I have already forgotten them. So, yeah.
I love how your flame animates when you talk, by the way.
I know, isn't that great?
That's really
It's
cool.
amazing. I love that.
Yeah, something has to go sideways. Gala says, let organized chaos reign. People are convincing people to join their houses.
Yes,
the Warren
join
is always
house,
welcoming.
Join House Incendium. We have fire.
We have carrots. They're good.
But yeah, I saw earlier, Bitzer said that they're going Mellies this year. So
Ooh.
Okay,
3 for sure for Mellies so far.
I have a moral obligation to advocate for House Lappin because I am the leader of House Lappin. And honestly, we are really, we're warm and fuzzy. We really are. We're a very supportive, loving bunch. If you want chill and a bunch of people to, you know, provide positive reinforcement for you, we're a good house to join. That's a fact. But as one of the organizers of the event, I urge you to join whatever house you want to join that will make you happy to improve the competition for you, right? This is about fun. Go have fun.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, even I have 2 very loyal bunnies in my house. So
Yes.
I keep joking about the trader bunnies. They're so cute
it's
in the
amazing.
opening video.
Yep. And Moonflower is correct. Incendium has the marshmallows, not the mushrooms. Well, we have mushrooms too, but that's a different story.
Chris says, I like bunnies, I like dinosaurs, I like fire, and I like tikis. How do I decide? You might decide by the time zone that the house leader tends to stream in. That's something that tends to inform people's decisions. You might decide by whatever the house descriptor is. If it calls you out as a writer with both your merits and your flaws, that might be a good house for you.
Yep. And also, all advocating for House Incendium and House Tiki aside, Dazzlecat is right. Sauropoda does need members rather desperately.
Yeah, Chiroptera often struggles with membership too.
Yep.
I'd encourage you to join either house. I think
Yes,
it's
either
mostly
one.
because they're up at stupid hours generally, but Moonflower says this is coming way too quickly. That is a fact. I'm
It really
struggling to. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get all this stuff done. Yeah. James asks, how do I tell about our sacrifice, i.e. me sacrificing myself to Sable Aradia? Can we DM you or does it have to be RP'd? It should be RP'd at the time, but informing us that it is happening is cool, right? Because we need to know ahead of time. What if we're doing the elimination stream, and you're not there, right? Because it's at a bad time zone for you, right? We need to know in advance that you're going to be willing to stand in as a sacrifice, offering yourself as tribute. I'll tell you what I'll do. Join the Discord if you would like to keep track of what is going on in the event. There it is, right? And make sure to say something in either GOT chatter or GOT roleplay, right? And we will keep track of it. I will make an article on the website where I will list the people who are offering themselves as tribute and who they are willing to sacrifice themselves for, so that we can keep track of it in advance. That's how I'll keep track of that. Okay, I'll change that to be correct, says Moon.
Yeah, apparently Incendium somewhere on the website said we were pledging to Sauropodo. No, we're going for Tiki for at least the first week.
Oh, okay, I must have put that in the wrong. Sorry. Okay. That was me at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to do updates, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I also have to add the information about offering oneself as tribute. I don't have that in there, but yes. Oh, Sunny says, I have good things happening this week, but I can't talk details. But between that and the coming Nano, I'm crying. Well, that's lovely, Sunny. I'm so happy to hear it. That's great. Chris says, do you publicly pledge somewhere? I can't remember. Or is it just when you report? I missed the middle part of today's stream. You don't have to if you are a tome knight and not a house leader. Do it publicly. But it's always fun. You can. People appreciate that. Kayatan says, what if two people want to sacrifice for the same person? Oh, that's a good question. Yes,
that is a good question. Yeah.
We'll decide it randomly. That's I think that makes sense. Yeah, but yes, you can have more than one person stand in to sacrifice for you. Yes, you can. I think we'll make a maximum, though. What do you guys think the maximum should be? Like number of people who can stand in line. It should be no fun if the house leaders are completely immune. 3? 5?
I was gonna say 4. So
4 sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so you may have a maximum of 4 bodyguards.
And if they all get killed and then you get killed, well, SOL.
Yeah.
It's amazing. James is like, Sable, no! Yeah, you gotta be able to die. You gotta be able to. It's no fun. I'm honored that you're willing to take a blade for me, James, or a spell, or a zombie bite, or whatever it happens to be. And thank you.
Gala.
Guess I gotta go protect my father. Ugh!
Sounds about right. That's way too accurate.
Yeah.
I love Daz's magic wand holder combination of emotes there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Lapping for life cry from James. It's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, both oopsies have been fixed. Thank you very much for being right on that, Moon. Yeah, Sunny is a dedicated Molluscan. She has been supporting House Mollusca since the first Game of Tomes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Google Slides now in Game of Tomes chatter. Thank you very much. You know what? I'll probably put those in the announcements channel too, so that it's easily accessible. I really appreciate it, Melody. That is a really great way to explain the basic information that you need to play the game. It's awesome and make it so clear.
Yeah, it's a really good slideshow. I liked it a lot.
That was amazing.
Chris says, I think given that Bob gave me the idea for one of my favorite summer camp articles, I may go Sauropoda for the first week. That's awesome. Welcome aboard, regardless of who you play for, Chris.
Yep. I I kind of like the poeticness of the dinosaurs going out in the first week, but I actually don't want to see it because Bob is awesome. So.
You know what? To be honest with everyone, okay, I'm going to play to win, right? Be aware of that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm aware that I lack my bannerman in the first week, so I already told everybody in my household, don't talk to me. Don't expect to see me. I'm going to be doing nothing but writing. I have to keep my house afloat. I'm going to fight as hard as I bloody can. But
Yes.
if I die, it would be fun to actually play undead. I haven't done that yet. So
yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's like I'd kind of be interested to play as the undead this year, to be honest. But I'm not gonna like shoot for it. I'm just gonna say it'd be interesting.
And bending
Playing
the
as
knee.
undead was fun.
Yeah, see, you
I
got to
did
have
enjoy.
fun. You were a very good Lich, Nicholas. It was great. It was great. You were really good.
I'm really curious to what my undead name would be.
Oh yes, that's an informal thing. If you become part of the undead, you get a new undead name. You don't pick it. The Night Monarch, either past or present, picks it. Right. You can ask.
Yeah, and there are usually suggestions in chat where people say, "Oh, it's going to be blah blah, whatever."
I have asked ahead of time. I have an idea, so we'll see how it goes. Doomflower was Moonflower. Yep. Daz was Dazzle Corpse instead of Dazzle Cat. Good luck with my undead name, says Cayetan.
Yeah.
Cayetan bites.
Yes, Cayetan bites. I like it.
Boom. Except it's not my call. I'm not one of the Night Monarchs. It's not my right to say.
Yeah. If the other Eli doesn't come back, maybe I will get Elich. Maybe I will inherit it.
James White.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yes. Sunny could be cloudy or darkness.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be fun. Cayetan bites would be cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Theoretically, the undead are zombies, but he can be any undead. Shy was a ghost. Darth was a lich. Siobhan was a vampire. It's fine. Whatever is appropriate. I expect I'll die in the first week, says Tal. Not necessarily. Depends on which house you support.
Yep.
Sunny Mummy. Annabelle bites. I was some weird plant creature, apparently, says Moon. Yep. ECC Bones. I like that one. That's good.
Yeah, I like ECC Bones. That's a good one.
Oh, then I may be okay. Yes. Wait, that could get Blue Anvil, says Chris. Yeah, well, depends on what kind of bone we're talking about, I suppose.
It does.
All right, if there's, this is your last chance for questions, guys, because we're almost at 3 o'clock. At the very end of the stream, I'm going to play the last few videos. There is the final confrontation video from last year, the victory video, and the final report left to play. So, yeah, Sunny says, Artemis is making arguments to support Felis this year. Of course she is. My kitties all think that I should just give up being a house leader and go support Felis too, but no. And then, of course, Banshee's like, why is there no doghouse?
I was kind of wondering that earlier today. It's like,
That's
where are
true.
the dogs?
Nobody's
Very
come up with a dog house, but I think there should be one. If anyone wants to start a dog house, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We almost had a wolf house.
Yeah, that didn't quite make it, did it?
It didn't. A good call, says Chris in response to Cayetan, Star Trekkie. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. This Klingon's on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. I may be a geek, just saying. Yeah, some people understand what that was about. Others require an explanation and are getting none. Yeah.
I may be DMing you later going, what the?
Sure. Yeah. Melody says, join us! Meow, meow, meow. Daz says, Sauropoda has bones. There's a subsection of Kitsune, says Moon. That would be the logical one. If you identify with dogs or wolves, I would support Kitsune.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, a House Canis. That would be cool. Bitzer is back from his meat space misadventures. Well, welcome back. You're just in time for the close. If you have any more questions about the Game of Tomes, then this is the time to ask. Hey, Chris is glad I got the reference. Of course I got the reference. I am like, I used to run a blog called Confessions of a Geek Queen. I know geek culture. Gal is great. The reason why there's no doghouse is because nobody, and I mean nobody, wanted to let the dogs out. Yeah.
I'm not singing that song. Okay, Sable is though.
Yeah. Oh, awesome, Chris. Birds of a feather, man. Yeah, I used to run geekforce5.com, and I think I've even seen the site. That's cool. What's the difference between geek and nerd? Nothing really, depending on context, but I don't know anymore. There used to be a difference in that geek was the tech people and nerd was like the fandom weirdos, but I think it's reversed now. So I
think
don't know.
It's become a little a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There's a lot of overlap.
Galaburger becomes Galabrainburger. We'll find out because you know what? He survived. He didn't get to be a zombie. He made it. Despite having to change a house 4 times.
Yep. He is Lord Galacron. He could join Darth and become a Lich as well. Lich Galacron.
Yeah, Gala, Lord of the Sith. I don't know, but that's not undead.
Yeah.
That would suit their channel branding though. Yeah. I need to ask the artist to make a brain burger emote now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says we used to have this totally overthought group of definitions Venn diagram for geek, nerd, and dweeb. Yes.
I am all 3 of those things. I am a geek, nerd, dweeb.
Totally.
Lord Galacrunch totally has a ring to it.
It does have a ring to it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. But we'd have to see what the Night Monarchs say.
I am also very excited to see what AG does as Living Dead Girl this year.
Yes, me too.
Really, I cannot wait. How that was done, by the way, is that so this may be a tradition next year as well. I imagine once things are started, they tend to be traditions. We weren't sure how the next Night Monarch was going to be chosen. So Aaron basically decided that if the Night Monarch is defeated, they must pass the torch of blue fire to someone else. Then people put forward their names if they want to be among the undead. If they seem to have popular support, then there is a poll in the Discord and on streams. The person who wins the poll gets to be the next Night Monarch. That is how Author Goddess got the job. Although Kahuna was definitely in the running, it's probably best that he did not win that poll because we kind of need him to be the leader of House Tiki this year. So.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lord Ghostcron, that's great.
Lord Ghost Crunch or Crunch.
Okay, any last comments from you there, either Darth or Eli?
I guess I need to find a coal or something just in case I become undead. That's about it.
Yes. House Icefire.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to get going. See, I'm especially excited to see what the grand total will be this year. Seeing how much we reached in the first one and the 2 tourneys, there's so much hype already. It's going to be awesome to see how high we get as a group.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And I don't know how much I'm going to be able to write this year. Some of you in Sable's Discord may know I've been having some health issues, basically.
Yeah.
But
Understandable.
I'm going to attempt 2 books. We'll see what ends up happening, but I'm going to make the attempt.
You know what? That's the beautiful thing about this game, as opposed to NaNoWriMo. It's why we've made it not a requirement to do both. You can participate as much or as little as you want, right? When you have the time and energy, show up in a stream, report words, support your house, right? When you can't,
Exactly.
don't worry about it.
Yep.
No pressure.
Yep.
3 million, says Melody. I'd like to see 3 million this year. We got
That would be amazing.
over
we
2
did
million
about
last
1.5,
year.
right? Oh, we did over 2? Okay.
We did 2.5, I think, in the second tourney. I think. So this, I think 3 million is a realistic goal. Let's see if we can do it.
I'm guessing 3 million up to 5, but that might be a little optimistic. But
we can hope.
We can hope.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us. We still have 30 viewers in the chat even after 3 hours of this. That is really awesome. I appreciate everyone's support, and let's all have a great time, eh?
Yes.
We're going to run those final 3 videos that give the conclusion of last year's events to bring you up to date in the story. And then we will be ending the stream. Who is live at the moment? Is Kahuna up? Who's up?
Yes, Kahuna is up.
Okay, we're going to go raid Kahuna after this. So when you get there, instead of shouting, "Prepare to be boarded," feel free to shout your house motto.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that time again.
It's that time! Yeah!
2 right makes light.
All right, we'll see you over there. Bye!
Bye!
All the Twitch will be your enemy, Prince with 1,000 enemies, and whenever they catch you, they will kill you. But first, they must catch you, writer, reader, word walker, Prince with the swift emote. Be cunning and full of tricks, and your people shall never be destroyed.
Well, Lord Frith, it appears I've run out of tricks. And so it has come to this. We may have had our differences, and you sick freaks who like to eat baby bunnies. But it's us versus the dead. Will you accept our laptops to your service? And we will support your claim to the Iron Tome.
Good evening, everyone. This is Author Goddess with Let's Talk. We are back in the studio and ready to call this battle between the living and undead done. We will be taking calls later, but right now, let's take a look at this short clip from the ACS News Network's interview special. Let's roll it.
What? So, how many people took part in the battle?
There were 135 tome knights all told. Of course, that was on both sides.
Things look a little sketchy there for a while, huh?
Well, it was a bit challenging to change house servers 3 times, and we ended up right back where we started anyway. But House Avis and House Caudoptera fought valiantly, and it was an honor to serve them.
What was the final tally?
All told, the Tome Knights racked up 2,260,567 words.
So who would have thought that winning the Tome for the Living would restore all the undead to life?
Yeah, it's such a relief. Really nice to have my husband back, that's for sure. Sorry. I mean, Coffee Quills was a consummate host, and the Molluskins were very kind to us, but we've been surviving on kelp. Hey, Stretch, you gonna finish that? Do you mind if I do? Oh, thanks, man.
So, how did it feel to be undead?
I'm still recovering from being a ghost. I didn't feel anything except maybe a little cold. But the zombies, they had it a lot worse. They kept losing body parts.
Think things are likely to go back to normal now?
Well, not right away. There's still a lot of work to do. We've got to rebuild the worlds we've destroyed, and of course, there's the editing. So naturally, we're all gearing up now for World Ember. I just hope we don't have to do this all again next year.
Seriously? This stuff is the best you could find? You're fired.
Sir, Commander Stretch reporting in. Yes, sir. Mission successful. Phase 1 complete. Chimera is in play. No, sir. Cover is still intact, still full deniability. They didn't have a clue. Moving to location Bravo, proceeding with Phase 2. New Dawn has begun.